Hello and welcome to Castles and Cosmology. I'm Owen, and this is our summary video for the three-part character creation video that we just recently finished doing. So today I'm just going to overview that in a shorter time period than it actually took us to go over all the information in the actual three videos that we have. So when creating a character, the important things that you need to have are your stats, that is your strength, dexterity, intelligence, constitution, wisdom, and charisma. All those scores have a modifier. Those modifiers affect how everything else works, and it shows how good and how bad your character is at those traits. Then you also have a race. A race will give benefits to your stats as well as other features for your character. So races are pretty much just different species. Elves, dwarves, humans, there are sub races within races. For example, elves, there are high elves and wood elves. So knowing which one you are is very important because it gives you different features. Again, after you're done with your races, we are on to classes. So your class is sort of like a mini job that your character kind of has. Generally, it's a grouping of types of skills. So examples of classes are fighter, wizard, warlock, sorcerer, monk, rogue, bard, barbarian, cleric, and paladin, as well as artificer, and I'm pretty sure there might be a few others that I might have missed. So that is a class. You have levels in classes. Over time, through experience, you will gain levels. And then you can take a level in a certain class. Each level that you have, you can either do it in a different class or the same class through multiclassing. We kind of talk a bit more about multiclassing in that video. And after your classes, you then have your background. Your background is sort of a bit more about your character's past, gives you a few features based on what you used to do. If you used to be a sailor, a criminal, charlatan, priest, sage, they recommend that you customize your background. That means that you will give yourself two skills and then a tool proficiency or game proficiency, some kind of proficient thing that isn't a skill or a language, and then you give yourself a language. Of course, this is sort of flexible, but generally it's two skills and then two of something else that you're proficient in. And that is it for character creation, really. Besides that, it's all limited to your imagination, what type of character you're going to be. So if you end up creating someone like Just Zook, who we made for these videos, who is our gnome monk, who is really bad at being dexterous but is incredibly wise, or some other weird character. My current character in a campaign, Vern Glendower, is a bard who is actually an archaeologist. So that's always fun. Like, you can always come up with these weird little things. So again, character creation is only limited to your mind. I hope this mini summary is good for anybody who didn't want to watch through an hour and a half of content. I'm really sorry about how big those are, but there's a lot to cover in character creation. And honestly, if it was hand on, we might go into more detail. I'm definitely going to talk maybe a bit more about the different classes at a future date, probably. I'd like to do that, as well as talking about how magic works, because we didn't even mention that in the character creation. So if you wanted to play a wizard or sorcerer, I'm kind of sorry. Didn't really talk about that. You can see the rules in the descriptions for them in sites like D&D Beyond. The ones that we put in the sources, they talk about it, but again, we are going to talk about that in the future. So that is character creation in summary. There are also things called feats, but we're not going to cover that because they're technically an optional rule. I'll talk about that again probably at a later date. Feats are kind of neat. Besides this, there is not much else to talk about. So if you like our videos, remember to like underneath. There's also a subscribe button, and oh yeah, there's the bell. There's a little bell down there. So like the bell, and you'll get notifications for all of our videos. We have an upcoming next episode with the Not Presently Deceased group, which should be fun because last time they had just defeated Vigilante. That'll be exciting. As well, we have an Instagram page and a Twitter page. I'm going to put those in the description as well. They're also going to put the ones in our About section on the YouTube channel because I haven't figured out how to link them to it yet. And that is all. So, again, Hope you have a lovely day. Hope to hear from you soon. See you guys in a later video. Again, remember to like, comment, subscribe. There's also the little bell thing if you want to hit the bell. That's number 4. Again, so have a good day, and we'll see you again soon.